So what do you think, man? Is it gonna rain today?
Of course.
Yeah, look at this.
Rain heavily. What?
This is even dark as shit out here. Ain't no sun out. So got that. We got this. We got a little trail over there. We're gonna take a look at some technical aspects of off-road. But first, I think I'm gonna have to lower the frame rate because this is way too dark. 24 FPS. I don't know if that will help. But let's go analyze it from the front first.
Off-roading.
Exactly. So all of these parts. No, that one's crappy. Let's do this one because we got these big roots coming here. So let's take a look at these roots here. Right. I'm gonna stop here, and what I'm gonna do is flip this around and take a close look at how we go over these roots. So just go over, you know, nice and slow, like the times when we can't take a running start. And we just really got to get over them slow and like torquing the wheel up over these high parts here. So go for it. There. Exactly, right? So things happen there, right? It turns into a little ramp, it turns into a little slide. All of this backwards slow speed correction, this helps. So what happens there when you hit those roots? You start falling off the front. Because our body continues to move forward. So what we have to do is we have to make that stop.
Precisely.
And it's hard to make it stop on a King song because the pedals will keep tilting
It
when you get this. So the pedals will squish forward with a squishiness, and there it would be better to have a super stiff mode, a really stiff mode. And even the stiffest mode on that isn't enough. The stiffest mode on this, on 1.07, is enough, right? So let's try it again, and let's see the choice here. This is the thing here, is we have this choice and we have this choice. This choice here means we're gonna slide off the side, especially with a semi-wet tire. Exactly. So this will also be very tricky because we have this part here, but this is like built like a ramp. So you could get it here, or you could just get prepared to slide. So these are like the trickiest. These are the trickiest on tires because we're gonna slide here or here. And the same is gonna happen on certain kinds of rocks. Like these rocks. This is like a sharp curb, you know. So these are sort of bad news, but we're not really smacking into them and they're not that high. So yeah, you know, try to do it in the hardest way that you can. Because usually we spend too much time thinking, and when we hesitate, you know, just do it the hardest way. Do it really the hardest way that you can. Right? And that's it. Then you just survive what could have been the hardest way. Right? That could have been the hardest way. And that's a hell of a jump to go up. And this way it's going to be easier. If you take it this way, it's going to be built like a nicer ramp, but then the descent going down from here to that route, it's going to make the wheel go down, and then are you going to have time to torque and get over this, right? But we'll figure it out. So give it a shot. We'll take a look at it. And you run a pretty high tire pressure.
Yeah, I think 2.7.
Yeah, 2.7 bar. That puts you at 40 psi. So we have the slow wheel control here. Yeah, look at that. Awesome work, man. Nice. Very cool. So let's see how it behaves here. Yeah, I hit the pedal because I went up the side. But when I went up the side, I did no sliding at all off the side. Whoa. So here, we're here. There, burnout.
There you slide.
Burnout. There I slid. Right on that. I got a burnout. Look at that. Look at you. Sadness. And that was like going slow, right?
Really slow.
And then you expect some kind of grip and you don't get any grip and you get a little burnout though. I'm running 30 psi, which is way too high for me. Exactly, so here. Alright, so now we got the sandbox here. Yeah, so all of this you can do naturally because you've been practicing on backwards riding and slow speed correction. You want to try on the 16X?
Yeah.
We've done this on sand and stuff like that. Yeah, might as well just put on the side, man, because otherwise we got the rock in the pedal there. So, you know, I usually just ride off that ramp and then I just go straight, so I'll just get rid of this.
Sticks and stones.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but wheels will never hurt me. Yeah. Yeah. Please decelerate. It beeped, man. What was that? What was that? Did it beep because you were falling off the front, or did it beep to the side? We'll never know.
Beep to the side.
It beeped to the side. All right. Yeah, good luck kicking off. Hey, nothing to see here. Nothing to see. Sweet. Very nice. Yeah. Yeah.
Hit the edge.
Nice. So, any huge difference?
No,
No.
not really.
No, not really.
Because the tire is pretty same that
Exactly.
18XL. So
Exactly.
the tire pressure perhaps
Yeah,
a
exactly.
little bit higher
Yeah.
on this one.
Yeah, and it's a good tire pressure for you. I mean, it's a bit lower, a tiny bit lower tire pressure, relatively, than what you're riding on the 18XL. So it would probably be a tiny bit of a softer ride compared to the 18XL for you on this tire pressure that we're running. And then the tire has the profile that it has, you know. But I mean, for what we're doing, you know, it's not. We can't say it's an excellent off-road tire.
No.
And neither are any of the tires that we are running.
Exactly,
Right?
but it's pretty good anyway.
Yeah, pretty good. So let's see here then. If you grab your wheel and you go up this thing, so you go up that, then you're gonna duck under that branch over there.
Under that branch.
Yeah, and just
And just straight ahead.
just go straight ahead there.
Slow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Easy peasy. All right.
No problem at all.
No problem at all. Yeah.
Lotsboro was much harder.
Yeah. So, you want to try on mine then? We can compare.
You go. This backwards, perhaps.
Oh, that backwards, you'll land on your ass and die,
Oh.
man. Yeah.
Let's try.
You'll need a new ass when we're done. Yeah, it's a lot of intent, right? And we're trying not to fall off the back by leaning forward, but we need to not lean forward so that we keep speed back. It's like a lot of forward intent. So there is a torque difference in firmware 1.05 to 1.07.
A little bit easier on this one.
Yeah, it's a little bit easier. It's a little bit easier, but it's not like we would say it was 2 times easier.
No,
right?
not 2 times, but the firmware,
Yeah,
I think,
yeah, it's the
made a
firmware.
difference here.
Yeah, it does, because this is the hard mode.
Mm.
And remember when I had the hard mode on at the skate park and we were going up that 22-degree incline and I had to change modes, man.
Exactly.
I had to change modes, and it was funny because I was a bit sad about it. I was a bit sad about having to change the mode to a softer mode because it felt like a defeat. And now the hard mode on firmware 1.05 behaves like the soft mode on firmware 1.07. So what is actually happening? I'm getting to call things by a different name, and by getting to call things by a different name, it's making me feel better emotionally. Because where is my stiff mode?
Exactly.
Where is my stiff mode? Is this a ultra hard mode that I choose in firmware 1.05? No.
No.
So the only thing is that now I'm constantly riding on the firmware 1.07 soft mode, but it's called hard mode. So it makes me feel better about myself that I'm doing something hard, right? When it's not. It's just the firmware that's making it easier. It's allowing more zip.
It has a little bit more torque, I think. When I was climbing up this small hill,
Yeah.
I felt it.
Yeah.
Like a little bit more power on this
Yeah.
one.
And that's a very important point for the firmware 1.05, is that they unleashed all of the torque, right?
Exactly.
They let all of the torque out. So they let all the torque out. They gave everyone a gun, right? And then
some
people,
ammo.
they gave everyone a gun. Guess what happened after that?
Everyone was
How does this work? How do I clean this barrel? Right? And now everyone has a Nerf gun instead. It shoots out those little pieces of foam, so no one gets hurt.
Battle. Nerf Elite brings you key performance, like the speed of slam fire action.
Because remember, 16Xs don't kill people. People kill people.
Exactly.
Scary, huh? Yeah. "23 degrees is this shit, right? 23 degrees. Yeah, that's good. Nice catch. Right? And that's it. Then we don't have to worry about smacking them up. We just gracefully get off, grab the handle, right?
Exactly.
Don't have to do like Monica. Walk off, put your hands in the air,
No,
and watch it roll away.
just bend your knees.
Yeah, exactly. You want to try the 16X?
It's the same with this one. Should be a little bit more easier.
It should, yeah, exactly. So you'll be able to get up a bit slower and a bit more controlled. Exactly. We got to stay centered,
Oh,
right?
perfect.
Yeah. So it's just like it. You don't really have to have that much forward intent to get it up there, and that means we can stay centered over the wheel.
You just press your knees forward.
Yeah,
And it will go up.
exactly. You just
By
press your
itself.
knees forward. You don't have to lean your whole body forward.
Oh.
We just get our knees and point them forward and a bit here, right? So we're pointing the knees there, and that's it. Then we go up. Then we're applying leverage to the wheel.
Downwards.
Downward sucks, man. Downward sucks. It just takes off, man. It's impossible to break. I don't care what anyone says about firmware 1.05 having better braking. I just think that the 16X in general is a nightmare to brake on. On hills going down, I just feel that it's running away from me. It's just taking off, man. And I'm scared that it's, imagine this one going longer and longer and longer and being dirt, right? Then you just feel like it's gonna run away. It's just gonna run away and take off. Sweet, man. We're gonna see if we can do some balance on that titty. Come on, titty. Come on, titty. Balance on that titty, man. Don't let her down. Don't let that titty down. It's been waiting all day. Yeah. Gotta find the right part of the titty. There we go. There we go, man. Yeah. Nice. Damn. Yeah. Man, I even hit the pedal.
There you go.
So you gotta really stay centered, right? Not have our ass out and our chest forward and stuff like that. We gotta be there,
Exactly.
right? We gotta go down without
Too much
going.
speed, just
Yeah.
the right amount.
So everything turns into a question of timing. You gotta time it. Get up. It's difficult. Because if we do too little and we don't get to the top there, then you can just torque it to the top. If we do too much, then it's not recoverable. So it's here. Whoa. Sweet, nice. Yeah, it's scary to do corrections up there, man.
Yes, it is.
So after doing some more practice on this tire and this firmware, kicking off to backwards, man. Kicking off to backwards. And you need one leg control to start. And always in the beginning we're a bit too stiff. Right? And we gotta loosen up the posture. You gotta salsa it backwards.
Look at those hips.
Exactly, we don't want to lock the hips. So if we go around this one backwards, how about that? So I'm gonna see about going around it backwards. So I'll start off backwards. So these damn corrections, you know, the swimming with the arm is something that we need to suppress and keep like a tight waist, and just get the turning done without overturning. But yeah, it's tricky as hell, man. As soon as we start going backwards with a mission, it changes everything. It turns it from a circle into a stop sign where we're correcting at every turn. Exactly. Sweet. Getting dizzy. So if we just do the small circle backwards, I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna just do small circles backwards. I'm gonna go from here and then to here, and then I'm gonna convert to small backward circles. Whoa, 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 whoa. I got too worried about the titty. I got too worried about the titty and was that my bad side? The struggle. Ugh, look at my hand. All right, get ready to be thrilled. Let's see you do some small circles backwards then. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And the thing is that when I started doing my backward circles, I had a bad foot position and I just kept it. I had a bad foot position and a bad leg position where I was like leaning and hooking on the wheel. Right there, you're not really dependent on leaning and hooking the wheel, you're just balancing it at an angle. We need to be able to do the same backwards. Yeah. And we're falling through the sides and through acceleration. There we go, there we go. Yeah. I know. Can you please slow down, sir? Could you please slow down? Please accelerate. The one like that in Skogås, the wheel got away from me.
Oh.
I fell on my ass. But then it didn't fall on my ass. I protected my ass by falling in a backwards bridge.
Try the bigger one.
Yep. Damn!
That was some good air.
That was some good shit, man. Look at that guy. Look at this guy, man. Jeez. Jeez. What more can you ask from a wheel?
Exactly.
The everything wheel.
Love the adrenaline.
Yeah.